Individual skill versus team coordination. Warzone player skill. Warzone's competitive battle royale environment breeds very skilled individual players. They are accustomed to high-stakes, one-life scenarios in standard battle royale, and also fast respawn modes like Resurgence, which reward an aggressive playstyle. Warzone players tend to have an excellent map awareness, i.e. listening for footsteps, watching the compass for gunfire pings, checking the minimap when UAV is up, and gun skill. Due to a low time to kill, accuracy and reaction time are paramount. They also often play free-for-all style during a battle royale, meaning they can operate independently if needed, adapting on the fly to new threats, for example, third-party attacks. They're extremely competitive about kills, often pushing engagements to rack up a high kill count. This can make them fearless and creative fighters, but also means sometimes Warzone players chase kills even at personal risk, because in their game, high kills is a badge of honor. Warzone squads typically run 3 to 4 players, and those who play a lot develop strong, small unit tactics, clearing buildings together, using pings to call targets, one player mounting an angle while another player pushes. They also exploit any edge using meta weapons, using movement tricks, and many more to win fights. Communication is key. Many use voice comms or a quick ping system to coordinate where their enemy is located. Uniquely, Warzone 2 added proximity chat, so Warzone players might even try to use mind games if comms are heard by enemies. Although proxy chat between Warzone and Battlefield players might be a bit chaotic. Battlefield player skill. Battlefield players are skilled as well, but the skill set is a bit different. There's a saying that Battlefield is about, PTFO, play the objective. Kills matter, but capturing and holding objectives matter more for victory in Conquest or breakthrough modes. So, Battlefield players are trained to be strategic. Sometimes it's better to smoke out an area and revive teammates than to chase one more kill. They are used to working in larger teams, squads of 4 to 8, and teams of like 64. In some cases, where a role fulfillment, healing, repairing, supplying is as important as raw aim. This means Battlefield players have great discipline and coordination in large-scale battles. For example, a Battlefield team under heavy bombardment might automatically spread out, call for armor support, and lay down crossfires, whereas the Warzone players might become more disorganized when trying to coordinate with other squads. Battlefield also fosters adaptability to chaos, but in a different way. The environment is highly dynamic. Buildings collapse, weather changes, multiple spawn points. They're accustomed to constant action with quick respawns. There's no long downtime to recuperate. If you die, you get back in and you continue to fight. Thus, the Battlefield players might handle the mental fatigue of a 2-hour non-stop battle just a bit better. Warzone's pacing has intense fights punctuated by quiet periods. Battlefield is more a sustained meat grinder on big maps. Team communication and map usage. In voice comms, both sides can communicate, but Battlefield's larger team means coordination is often done in squads and via spotting, rather than every player in one channel. The Battlefield side's coordination might come from clear objectives. For example, squad leaders marking specific objectives, so everyone organically knows where to push. Warzone side might not naturally have shared objective beyond get kills unless they mimic an objective-based plan. Warzone's reliance on the minimap and compass for situational awareness is very, very strong. They get notified of killstreaks like enemy precision airstrikes and use the compass to see red dots and shots. Battlefield's UI also spots incoming threats, but Warzone players arguably pay closer attention to those cues, since one misstep can mean death in Battle Royale. It is clear that Warzone players might over-rely on UAV and constant pings, which, if denied, could lead them to be caught off guard. Battlefield players might not check their minimap as obsessively, since in many Battlefield games, only spotted enemies show and not every gunshot appears. This could hurt them if Warzone constantly has UAV up. The Warzone team will know exactly where many Battlefield players are, while Battlefield's team might not realize they're being flanked until shots are fired. And here's the impact on the battle. Individually and especially as a team, Warzone fighters are lethal. Faster time to kill weapons, quicker reactions honed by Battle Royale, and the mentality of, I've taken out a squad before. So with that mindset, we can expect some Warzone pros to run up huge personal kill counts, especially against any Battlefield player who expose themselves carelessly. In close urban combat, a lone Warzone operator could conceivably wipe a half dozen Battlefield soldiers by abusing quick peeks and superior hipfire, which something COD is very strong at. Battlefield players, if playing their usual style, might be more static or predictable in CQC, which a hyper-aggressive COD player could exploit. On the other hand, team synergy strongly favors Battlefield's side. Battlefield soldiers will naturally cover each other. Warzone's independent streak could cause some squads to overextend for kills or not support each other as effectively in the grand scheme. For instance, a group of Warzone players might chase a damaged enemy into a kill box, whereas the Battlefield team would more likely to leapfrog, one covers while the other moves. The side that can operate as a cohesive unit will dominate. Battlefield teams focus on objectives and combined arms suggest they will treat this war methodically, hold the line, push together after softening with vehicles, revive losses, rinse and repeat. The Warzone team might rely more on momentum and streaks. If some star players get on a roll, say they have 10 plus kills and unlock the kill streaks, they could destabilize Battlefield lines. In summary, Warzone's team might score higher in initial kills and small skirmishes. A telling point, in Battlefield modes, a coordinated squad reviving and pushing can outlast and defeat a slightly more skilled squad that doesn't revive, though in this game it might be a bit more even. With 500 versus 500, that principle scales up. The side that better supports its teammates and maintains map presence will come out on top.